Now, let's see the pricing and output determination in this kind of market dynamics. Let's first start from the monopolistic firm's demand curve. As you know, the perfectly competitive firm has many rivals, all producing similar good, and so there are an endless number of substitutes for the good it produces. The elasticity of demand for its product is extremely high. So high, in fact, that the demand curve it faces is horizontal. Contrast this with our computer operating system firm, that is, Orange Computers. It was a monopoly with practically no rivals, and it produces a good for which there are no substitutes. The elasticity of demand for its product is low, as reflected by its downward sloping demand curve. So, what is the situation for the monopolistic competitor? As I have already told you, while there are many rivals, its rivals don't sell exactly the same product because there are substitutes for its product, but not perfect substitutes. The elasticity of demand for its product is not as great as that of the perfectly competitive firm. Nor does its demand curve look like the demand curve faced by the perfectly competitive firm. So, the monopolistic firm's demand curve is not horizontal, it is downward sloping. Now, let's see the relationship between price and marginal revenue for a monopolistic competitor. Because a monopolistic competitor faces a downward sloping demand curve, it has to lower the price to sell an additional unit of the good it produces. In this way, it is a price searcher for its bouquet of products. For example, let's say that it can sell 3 units at $10 each, but that it has to lower its price to $9 to sell 4 units. Its marginal revenue is therefore $6. That is, total revenue at 3 units is $30 and total revenue at 4 units is $36, which is below its price of $9. Thus, for the monopolistic competitor, P is greater than MR. Let's now combine all the insights on monopolistic market dynamics together to determine output, price, and marginal cost for the monopolistic competitor. Please note that the monopolistic competitive firm is the same as both the perfectly competitive firm and the monopoly firm in one regard. It produces the quantity of output at which MR is equal to MC. We see this in the exhibit where the firm produces Q1. What price does the monopolistic competitor charge for this quantity? The answer is the highest price it can charge. This is P1 in the exhibit. For the monopolistic competitor, P is greater than MR because the monopolistic competitor produces the quantity of output at which MR is equal to MC. It must produce a level of output at which price is greater than the marginal cost, that is, P is greater than MC. This is obvious in the exhibit. Dear, please note that if ATC is less than price that firm is charging for the product, it can earn excess profits, and if ATC is greater than the price, then firm will be making losses.
Okay, got it. Let me quickly recap to you my learning, and you could correct me if there are any deviations in my understanding.